We interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
Well, ahoy there yourself, Pirate Loramore. John will be here. He is running late. He'll be here as soon as he can. Oh, I never turned the AC off. You can hear that. Let me turn that off. Oops. There we go. That's better. That's better. Better quality audio. We don't want bad quality audio here. But yeah, John's on his way. We're dropping frames. What the fuck is going on here? We dropped some frames at the beginning of the show, but we're okay now, it looks like. All right, cool. I don't know. I get nervous when we start dropping frames because, like, that happened before, and, like, I had a whole ass thing with the internet and all that. You don't see that, John. No, he's on his way. He's on his way. He is running late. He will be here eventually. But I already knew he was going to be running late, so it's all good. He's not in trouble. Even though a couple of weeks ago, the last time he was supposed to be here, he said he would be on time, but not his fault. I will say that it is not John's fault that he is not here on time. So, how's everybody doing? You guys good? Been an interesting day so far because I've worked basically since I got up, except taking some time to argue with some dude on Facebook because, yay, I see that you're here. We were just discussing in the Discord about me arguing with some dude on Facebook because, you know, and I don't want to get into that. Like, I really don't. It's some dumb shit. We disagreed. Could be the eye patch. Maybe John is right next to me and you just don't see him. Yeah, I saw the dude say some shit that I thought was dumb, and I commented on it, and then we argued back and forth for like 2 hours before I was finally like, dude, we're getting nowhere, and I've got better things to do. Let's just agree to disagree and walk away. Like, whatever, man. Like, I think the shit you said is really fucking dumb, but at the same time, like, clearly, you're not going to understand it my way, so I'm just not going to sit here and be like, oh, no, you got to, I'm going to pound this into you. Like, nah, fuck it, man. Like, you want to be a dumb fuck and have people DMing me out of the blue, like, oh, this guy. Like, and I'm sure he's got people DMing him, like, oh, yeah, that fucking guy's an asshole, right? Like, I don't know. I don't give a shit, man. Like, I disagree with what he said. He disagrees with what I said. Fuck it. Can't change, you know. I don't even entirely disagree with what he said. I just disagree with the comparisons he was making to make his point. But again, not something I really want to get into on the podcast, because then we're going to be here all fucking day talking about that, and I don't want to be here all day talking about that, because it's dumb as fuck. Yeah, Jill in the chat with the skulls. Yes, exactly. Like, and as I said right before I came on the air to you, if it wasn't a status that was passive aggressively talking shit about Jill, I would have just fucking ignored it, just scrolled past it. Like, this guy's fucking dumb. Scrolled past it. But no, he was passive aggressive. I don't know. You guys know what I'm trying to say. He posted a status. It was a thinly veiled, once again, I'm playing music by someone you've slept with. All right. I don't know if I want to guess. But anyway. But yeah, No, if his post wasn't a thinly veiled shot at Jill, I would have just been like, oh, this guy's talking again, kept scrolling. Me don't have arguments, me make people walk the plank. I wish it was that simple in non-pirate life. But unfortunately, no, I have to, deal with this shit. And to be clear, I started the argument. Like, I could have just scrolled by and just let it fucking go and done nothing. I started the fucking argument. That was on me. I shouldn't have fucking opened my mouth, but I disagreed with how he was presenting his argument, and I thought he should know. And then I got people in my inbox like, oh, yeah, this guy's just playing the victim. This guy's full of shit. This guy, and I'm sure he's got that same shit going on with me, with people who don't know me and only see me on the internet. So it is what it is. This is why I hate the fucking internet sometimes, because that's how fucking arguments start. I've got no issues personally with this dude. None. Like, I literally would have just let him continue being a dumbass on the internet without saying anything if he wasn't taking a shot at Jill. But, it is what it is. And again, good points on both sides, just we couldn't see the main point on the same page. But, wasn't our bass player, was it, Mark? Anyway, I don't know. No, we're not playing us today. Anyway. He made a gross kind of racist statement, and he got mad because I blocked him and said I blocked him because I don't agree with his version of discrimination. I got, okay. Look, if anybody has seen this conversation and wants to talk about it today, we'll fucking talk about it. But I 100% disagree with how he was presenting the argument. And I literally had a conversation yesterday with somebody who would be representative of his argument, who also disagreed with his argument because I was with that person when all this shit started yesterday. Hey, now Nick's a grown-up. He can sleep with whoever he wants. But we're not playing us today, so it can't be a member of our band that he's talking about. It's got to be one of the other 4 bands we're playing today. I would have played us today if I didn't play us 2 weeks ago. So it's like, all right, do I play us when we drop the single and then we finally get some airplay on the show, or do I play us when we have the show in a couple of weeks after we drop the single? And it was like, let me play it. Let me play Tokyo Monsters today, because I love those dudes. I'm stoked to be playing with them. I know, like, it's not the best fit for us on a lineup, but the dudes from Tokyo Monsters, those have been my homeboys for years, even before I got back into playing music. Every single time I see Joe out, he's wearing a Living Brain Dead t-shirt and rocking our band. Like, I am 100% on board with, yes, I want, like, as soon as he asked, I'm like, guys, can we do this? Please, please, please. So, this Saturday night, we're at Tudor Lounge. Pretty late show. By request of the venue, I from what I'm told, but my mom was talking about coming out to the show, and then when I asked her about it the other day, she said, I never said I'm coming to the show. I'm like, yeah, it's probably past your bedtime anyway. The first band goes on at 9. But yeah, this Saturday night, Tudor Lounge, it's gonna be a good time. It's us and Tokyo Monsters and some new friends in High Water. Which High Water was the reason my mom was thinking of coming. Not us. My mom's already seen Living Brain Dead once. That was in the before times, but that was I told her, I said, she came to see Yellow Sauce, because Yellow Sauce and Brain Dead were playing back to back, and I said, listen, Ma, if you come to the show, right, watch Yellow Sauce. We're not a heavy band at all. Like, you might actually enjoy our set. So come watch Yellow Sauce. Stay for one Living Brain Dead song, and then I can never say that you've never seen me play before. And she stayed for the entire set. which was amazing. She was sitting at the bar with Katie's mom, and yeah, we were just. I hear doors. I see co-hosts.
What's up, Moose?
Don't you fucking dare start that shit now.
Yeet.
Here he goes again. This dude's been yeeting all over himself for like the last week now.
Yes. Shit. How's everybody doing?
John,
Been a long time.
John's trying to holla, and let's get it all out of your system now, so I don't gotta listen to it for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, let's spice up the show.
Yep, here we go. Now, you guys get it out of your system now too.
All right, Joe. Yeet.
Cause ever since I posted that our drummer won't stop yeeting, I get tagged in every fucking Jey Uso post.
I told him why he's complaining about it. I told him he's not feeling Usi. You're not feeling Usi enough.
Half our fucking audience doesn't even know what that means. Pirate Laura Moore asks, "Who is the John?" This is the John.
Yes. I got a haircut. It's been a while.
Oh no, this is only Pirate Laura Moore's second week here. They were never here before last week.
That's bullshit. No eat.
Yeah. Me and me crew don't discriminate, just need to drink rum. Yes! I mean, I don't drink rum, but yes, don't hate people. Don't discriminate. But there is a huge difference. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it this one time because I don't even believe I have to actually say this. Is like, I have tattoos. John has tattoos. We are friends with people, all kinds of people who have all kinds of tattoos and piercings. We do not believe in discriminating against people with tattoos. I am 100% behind helping to get rid of the stigma of having tattoos and piercings. However, oh jeez. However, to compare a dress code that says you can't have visible tattoos and piercings to saying, oh, it's just like saying a Muslim woman couldn't have I don't even know how to say the word, right? Hijab, I think it is, right? To compare those two things is asinine to me. Mm-hmm. Like, one is not a choice. The other one is. Mm-hmm. Mark says he would probably enjoy sleeping around with more of our featured musical talent. Apparently he slept with somebody we're playing on the show today. And Pirate Laura Moore says, "John, do you want to join me crew? Average service time is 31 minutes. That's before she makes you walk the plank.
Arr.
And if anybody disagrees with what I said, and I know Jill's in the chat saying I'm correct, and that's how this whole thing got started in the first. If anybody disagrees, let's talk about it. Right, you walk the plank after 31 minutes if you join her crew.
Arr.
Yeah. I don't know. I was trying to sacrifice John to the wrestling gods the other day.
You were. In the Rumble.
We went to Empire State Wrestling, the Everything to Gain Battle Royal Rumble style match, and like the first dude on the show is skinnier than John.
I could take him.
I'm like, John, you could take that guy.
Glasses are crooked. And
then the ESW champion comes out.
Face.
Big time Bill Collier, and I'm like, John, you could take him. And John's like, no, I can't, no, I can't. I was just trying.
It's my face.
It is just your face.
Glasses.
Yeah.
I'm sick of them.
You see that damn crocodile took me leg, that thing. John has fought turtles before. I'm pretty sure John is Shredder. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because John was fighting turtles as a job. Mm-hmm. That's a true story.
And they win.
And the Turtles won. Yeah. And then you got replaced by Kevin Nash, right?
Yeah.
He was Super Shredder. Anyway. Yeah, somebody was skinnier than John. I'm like, dude, that dude's smaller than you are. And he's in the fucking ring.
Yeah, and he popped his ankle.
He did. He popped something. We saw him limping after the show. He was like,
Yeah,
I
he
popped something. I'll be all right.
dislocated
Yeah.
It's out of place.
Jill says she might have crutches for Saturday.
Yeah, I'm giving her my crutches.
Okay. Why? What did she do? What did you do now?
I didn't do anything.
You know, you got this look on your face like this is my fault.
Oh, this is not my fault at all.
You don't have to put it in the chat. You can put it in the Discord, and I'll read it off the air. Now I'm like, how did you hurt yourself this time? That's all I want to know. Like, did you have to rush her to urgent care again?
No.
Okay.
No, this happened when I wasn't around. So.
Okay. Yeah. John and I are out, like, driving to, like, towards restaurants so he could get some DoorDash orders. Her knee getting out of bed. Okay.
Yeah, she's not walking. She walks like a grandma. I told her not to hurt herself.
Because she's old.
I kept my phone on. So, you get hurt again, you call me. Don't hurt yourself.
She's old. I'm in my 40s and I'm over at my friend's house helping her build a bed yesterday. So I'm like on the fucking ground
You're
with a
over
fucking
40,000.
Allen key. What's that?
Don't fool these people. You're over 40,000 years old. You're almost dust.
You know what sucks is I thought about, like, I should grab my screwdrivers and I should grab my Allen wrenches because I don't know what tools she has, but I assume because this person worked in show business. Hey, Greg. Because this person worked in show business, I'm like, she's probably got tools. I get to her house, she's like, oh, I can screw these screws in with these scissors. And they're little tiny fucking crafting scissors. So I'm like, I tried to do a screw with them. I'm like,
Not happening.
yeah, no. It's the 25th anniversary of Woodstock 99. And Greg lived through it. Greg lived to tell the tale. He was,
Nice.
Yeah.
And,
Similar story to John's cat story. Except I'm sure if Jill told it, I wouldn't be worried about it. What happened to the cat?
Oh, I didn't hurt. I just tripped over the cat. And the cat bit me after I broke my foot.
I know you didn't hurt the cat, but like...
The cat hurt me.
Yeah, but like the way you were telling the story, I thought you like stepped on the cat and killed it or something. Yeah.
You're like, what happened to the cat? What did you do to the cat?
That was
fine.
the way you were telling that story. That was my first fucking thought is, what did John do to this poor cat?
And I heard my ankle crack.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You survived that. You could survive a match with the world champ.
You know what? Yeah. Maybe next year. No. Maybe next year you'll see me at Empire State Wrestling. Maybe next year.
We should go see Buffalo Championship Wrestling this week and see the differences in presentation. Like, some of the same dudes are on the show. But, yeah. John's family doesn't have a good reputation with cats. That's why he keeps getting dogs.
Yeah.
He can survive crowd surfing during Limp Bizkit at Woodstock 99. There you go.
I could. I'll be like, Garth, this feels weird.
Yeah, we were still in high school back then, and Greg went to Woodstock.
99?
99.
I was in 5th grade.
Stop lying. You're the oldest member of the band. We all know it.
Bullshit.
You're 38.
I look like my age now.
You're 38. I'm 32. We all know this.
36 years old. Don't let this man fool you, people. No yeet on him.
The last person who commented in the chat about our ages.
Is he here?
Graduated in 99, yeah. So that's when I graduated, was 99, and I was telling a story about skipping school to some of my friends yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I met up with my friend at the library, and I haven't been to a library in years, right? So I'm just like thinking, like, when's the last time I went to a library? And it was after this story happened, but I was at, I was skipping school with my friend Dan, and Greg knows this dude, Jimmy Clark, and we were skipping school. We skipped school the day before, and we met up with a friend of ours from Grand Island. Yeah, what's the library exactly? We met up with our friend from Grand Island, and she taught my friend Dan how to steal cigarettes from Tops, because this is back when they had just a display. You take your own cigarettes. Mm-hmm. So my friend Dan the next day is trying to do what she showed him how to do yesterday, but he gets caught. So me and Jimmy just bolt out the door. And some guy's like, you guys have anything? Like, nah, man, we didn't touch nothing. They're like, okay, see ya. So we fucking start walking away from Tops, and we walk into the Niagara Falls Public Library, where at the time we still had payphones and phone books. Mm. And the payphones would have the phone book right under the phone. So Jimmy gets out the payphone. Jimmy goes to the payphone, gets out the phone book. He's like, you got a quarter? Here you go. Puts quarter in the phone. He calls Dan's house. And he says, hey, is Dan home? And his mom, oh, no, he's at school. And Jimmy goes, are you sure? And then she just yells, he damn well better be. It's like one of those scenes in a movie where you just hear somebody yelling through the phone. It was just like that. She's just yelling, he damn well better be. And then we start walking back in the direction of Tops, and we see all the cop cars out there and shit. So it's just like, yeah, that's my fondest memory of a library. But yeah, that was my first time ever setting foot in the Buffalo Library downtown. Mm. Like, she's like, oh, meet me at the front door. So I went in the only door I knew where it was, which is not the front door. So I'm like, yeah, I'm in the library. I don't see you. She's like, I'm literally outside the front door. Like, okay, what street are you on? I'm like, wait, I know where you are. I'm coming. She said, I'm looking at Lafayette Square. I'm like, I know where you are. I'll be right there. Because obviously, Thursday in the Square, I know where Lafayette Square is. So I'm like, all right, cool. I will be right there. Wait there. And I walked around the building, and I found her at the front door of the fucking library. And she's like, yeah, I'm glad I waited here, because if I would have went looking for you, I would have went the opposite direction you went. And then we hung out in the library for a little bit, and she was telling me, like, they got these, you ever see, like, you're walking down the street, you see, like, on a tree, they've got, like, a box, and it says free library. You take a book and replace it with another book. Mm-hmm. Those things. So she said she was doing that, and one of the books had a bookmark. She's like, yeah, something leaves books on Elmwood, and I've never been there. I'm like, oh, you mean Talking Leaves? She said, yeah. I said, shit, I go there, like, every week. You want to go? Let's go. Mm-hmm. So we walked from the library downtown. We walked to Revolver Records over on Elmwood, and then we went to Talking Leaves. So that was her first time at Talking Leaves. I'm there like every week with my other friend, John. You were there. I bought you a book there the one time that you never finished and brought back.
Oh, yeah. I've been so busy,
I know. You got a lot of...
Dashing, car accidents.
Oh, yeah, fuck. I didn't even mention the car accident.
Grandpa passed away 2 weeks ago.
John and I were involved in a car accident the other day. You mentioned it, so it's public knowledge now.
I just got word about it before I got here.
Yeah.
Case is closed.
As it should be, because like there was.
Fixed. It's a long story. He's not fixing his car.
Oh, so you don't got to worry about paying for nothing.
Yeah.
Maximo may or may not be fucking off at work watching us. Yeah, so we're John's outdoor dashing, and we're delivering to this hotel, and the GPS says turn left.
Yeah.
Well, you can't turn left. It says there's 2 signs that say do not enter if you turn left there. So John just goes to back out. We did not see this dude behind us, even in in the camera or nothing. We did not see him.
I gotta look in the mirrors better.
I guess, but you're the one that should have been paying attention. I didn't see him either.
Yeah,
but
he was in my blind spot, so I just lightly pressed on the gas and like a bumper car.
It was like boom. It was like nothing, but like there was a minor damage to dude's car, a little bit of paint on your car gone, but like, nothing too bad. So
no, the first thing I got out, make sure he was okay.
Yeah, I mean that was.
He said he was backing out too. He saw me backing out. He was about to put in reverse, but it was too late.
And the funny thing is, he was also door dashing.
Yeah.
Our person got their food though.
Yeah.
Both of our people got their food.
He canceled the order though.
Yeah, we got. I mean, the one we were already at the delivery spot, so she just told me where to go, and I'm like, all right, I'm coming.
And he's like, you know, he's never been in an accident, so I was like, okay, you could call the cops, you know.
Sure. The cops did not ask me any. The only thing they said is, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, they asked me what your name was. Like,
okay.
How do you just?
Why didn't they ask me?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm walking around with no ID or nothing. You know, like,
Yeah.
The food is the most important, says Mark.
Yeah. They got the food. I apologized to the other customer, and he was cool with it. So.
Was that the guy with the cats?
No,
that was a different guy.
That was the couple.
Couple after that one. Okay.
Yeah.
So we were delivering to the hotel where we got in the accident. I'm like, John, give me your phone. Let me find this. And I could not.
I'm just having a week.
So I finally found where the person was, and I'm like, yo, I'm not the dasher, but my friend, I was in the car with him. He got in an accident, so he's taking care of that. So here's we wanted to make sure you got.
We got like that whole week was shit. The grandpa passing, car accident.
Mm-hmm.
What? Just adds on.
Mm-hmm.
Like this week's been kind of better, so.
Yeah, shit does get better, man. It's you know, people have, you know, the bad shit all seems to lump together, and then the good shit starts coming. You know, like. So. You know.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I mean, hey, the important thing is, we got into a car accident, but everybody was okay.
All I got the text message saying we're closing the case.
Cool.
Like, okay.
Yeah, there's no reason. No reason for them to, because like especially.
I still gotta answer that ticket. Still got that ticket, so I'll still mail it in. But
I don't know. Do you plead not guilty on that? Because you did technically back up unsafely. But I mean.
Well, if I plead.
If you plead not guilty,
I'm
gotta go to court.
I'm gonna have to go to court.
Right.
Either way, I'm gonna have to deal with it.
So you're just like, fuck it, I'm paying the fine? Is that what you're... I mean, they didn't even put on there what the fine is. How much the
fine was.
Yeah, well, I think you got...
I gotta mail it in.
Yeah.
I'll go from there. If I gotta go to court, I've been there before. For this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
just get to a parking ticket.
The last time I got a ticket was for a loud muffler, and I'm like, shit, this is what they argue tickets down to in Niagara Falls.
He got a ticket too.
Right.
Because his car was not expected.
Right, his inspection was passed due.
His inspection was up.
But the last time I got a ticket was for a loud muffler, and I'm like, this is what they argue tickets down to in Niagara Falls, so I'm gonna like plead not guilty and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I pled not guilty, and I had to sit around the court all morning. But then when the officer comes in, because in Buffalo they actually make the cops show up for these things.
Yeah.
Which they don't do in Niagara Falls.
Well, that's the thing. If I plead not guilty, a police officer will probably have to be there.
Yes, and so here's the thing: like the cop shows up, and the judge says, "Are you prepared to present your case against
but Sometimes they don't show up.
Sure, but the judge says, "Are you prepared to present your case against Joseph Kent?" And the cop ruffles through his papers and he goes, "No, Your Honor, I'm not." Okay, then not guilty. Go.
Hi, John. Hey, buddy.
And I got to just walk out of the courtroom like.
Yeah, but
yeah, I mean
that was not my first.
No,
back into somebody.
It's not my first car accident either. I've parked in the Club Diablo parking lot.
But yeah, I'm definitely check my mirrors better and definitely I didn't get killed by my father.
Right. We were walking by Club Diablo, the old Club Diablo, and there's like on the side like rest in peace Club Diablo and a little devil. Mm-hmm. And I was just thinking to myself, man, how many cars have I hit in this parking lot?
Well, this is a similar story when I hit somebody from behind, but it was just like that speed I hit when I backed up to that kid, and this guy said he was fine.
Yeah.
Then like a couple weeks later, said, "Oh, I missed a lot of work." You know, because I had neck surgery from all this stuff, and but when it came down to court, when I saw the guy in person, he couldn't keep a straight story. He couldn't tell like what happened, and like he's like, "Oh, my neck," but then when he came to court, he was like, "Oh, I hurt my back." I thought you hurt your neck.
Yeah.
Like so.
I have a very similar story. Yeah. We'll talk about it.
I was straight up, and I was like, I won the case.
Yeah. We will talk about my similar story when we come back, and also John Johnson's similar story in the chat right there. But first, we got to play some music. I got to tell you, John, this show goes a lot faster when you're here.
It does?
It does. Like me sitting here trying to fill 2 hours of content by myself doesn't quite work as well as me and you working together and having a conversation. Yes, yeet. I will yeet you. I will yeet to that. All right. But coming up this Friday night at Rockin' Buffalo Saloon, it's a bunch of our friends all playing together in honor of Bryce. It's Bryce's birthday bash, featuring The Last Rain, Arm Cannon, Diceros, and Brian Platter playing an unplugged set. And that is at doors at 7 p.m. Music at 8, $10 pre-sale, $15 at the door. It is 18 plus this Friday night at the Rockin' Buffalo Saloon, 1800 Union Road in West Seneca. And we're going to play some Diceros right now, and this song is called Premonitions on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show.
Great voice from the temple, sainted angels, go your ways. Pour from the vials the wrath of God upon the earth.
into the abyss, falling further from the center, pulling at my chest so hollow now. Inside, the circle spirals down.
That was Diceros on all WNY Think So Joe show. The song called Premonitions. You can catch them at the Rockin' Buffalo Saloon, 1800 Union Road, out here in West Seneca-ish. Yeah, The Last Rain, Arm Cannon, Diceros. Amazing fucking bands all throughout, so that's going to be a good show. $10 advance, $15 at the door. We're talking car accidents today on Think So Joe show.
Yes, we are.
Because I got into one. I mean, I've gotten into more than one, but I got into one on Military Road. On Niagara Falls Boulevard heading towards Military Road. My car skidded into the back of this van. Well, the guy in the van gets out and comes to check and see if me and my then girlfriend were okay. Mm-hmm. He's like, you guys okay? Like, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, I barely felt it. Like, I just happened to see in my rearview mirror that you guys had hit me. Like, yeah, no, we're good, man. Thanks for checking on us. Well, next thing I know, I'm being sued for $1 million. I'm like, are you serious? Like, the dude was fine. He got out of the car and checked on us. So they're like, okay, well, you have a deposition scheduled for this day. Like, all right, cool. Well, the deposition gets pushed back. And then it gets pushed back again. Mm-hmm. And then it gets pushed back again. And it's because they're having a hard time getting this dude's medical history. So we finally get into the law offices of Selena. No, not Celino and Barnes. Fucking, what are the other ones? The fucking lesser known ones. They have an office on Pine Avenue in Niagara Falls. Shit, that's gonna bug me now. But so we get to his attorney's offices. They do the deposition. This guy has a history of medical issues, of like back issues, that he was already not working, and he's trying to say that I caused his back issues that he was not working because of.
Oh yeah, he just wants more money.
And my fucking insurance company settled with him for something like $50,000 or something. Are you fucking kidding? Like, my insurance is gonna go up because this dude fucking clearly had back problems before I hit him.
My dad retired because of the car accident.
Yeah.
On his work shift.
Yeah.
So, he's a delivery part for cars and Nissan. Got hit from behind by the boss's son-in-law. One of his case.
Yeah.
4 back surgeries.
Jeez. Well, John Johnson says he got his ticket for expired tags and got new tags, went to court to get it expunged, and then 2 days later, the same highway state trooper behind a van with no back license plate just passed right by him. John got really pissed. And I would too. Like, dude, you know he only pulled you over because he had to make his quota. That's why I got pulled over 3 times going to Seattle. Cops trying to make their fucking quota.
Oh, yeah.
Like, especially that fucking dick in Wyoming. Fuck that guy. I went over the speed limit very briefly. I was looking at the fucking scenery because I'd never been out west before.
Yeah.
Seeing the fucking Purple Mountains majesty and amber waves of grain and all that bullshit, right? Like, I'm like, holy shit, that's amazing. I finally understand that line in that song. And then, like, I look down, I'm like, oh shit, I'm speeding. And I go to slow down, and all of a sudden this fucker's pulling me over. And he tells me, oh, you were going this fast. And I gotta give you a ticket, and it's gonna cost you this much. Like, all right, cool, no problem. I understand, officer. I know I was speeding. Well, I get home from the fucking trip, and I look at these tickets that I got, and this particular one stands out because it was for 5 miles more than he said I was going, and for, like, more money than he said it was gonna be. So I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I gotta pay this. I can't just go to fucking Wyoming and fight a fucking speeding ticket. So, fuck that guy. You and I were hanging out with a cop the other night. It was my cousin.
Oh, we were?
Yes, my cousin, the cop. At the ESW show.
Oh, he's a cop?
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, I feel like
he was talking about
met him before.
He was talking about, he came on the wrestling podcast when I had the wrestling podcast. And I was like, yeah, I distinctly remember you still had your fucking gun on you, and I was just nervous the whole fucking time, even though I know you're not going to shoot me. You know, like... John got into a car accident. Oddly enough, him and the wife were going to car dealerships because her car died at a stoplight. Maybe less than 20 seconds. The woman rear-ended us hard, totaled my car, put me in the hospital, and she tried to lie and said she wasn't driving. She got pictures of the girl. We sued her, and I was too $2,000 from paying off the car. Her insurance company was shit. Tried to give a lame amount for a settlement. Yeah. Yeah, insurance companies suck. Just, cars suck in general, man. That's why I'm glad I don't drive. I don't gotta deal with any of that shit.
Yeah, dude, cars do suck.
You and I saw Adam, what the fuck was the dude's? Adam Conover from Adam Ruins Everything. We saw him at Helium, and he did a whole bit about why he doesn't drive, and why he thinks driving is just dumb. And I'm like, you know what? He's right. Yeah, it would be very convenient if I was able to drive, but it's not that inconvenient that I'm not. Like, literally, that's how I ended up helping my friend build her bed yesterday, was because she was like, oh, it's so nice to be able to get around everywhere for $5. So I'm like, yeah, I agree 100%. Like, we should just do random bus trips through the city. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm a driver. I like driving.
Yeah, I mean, that's But also, like, I never ask anybody for rides. Ever. Like, I called you yesterday because I was just wondering if you were in the area and could bring me a screwdriver. But, like...
No, I wasn't.
You were not available, and that was fine. But, like, I will never call you, like, John, I need a ride here. You know what I mean? Like, I can get places.
That sounds like Jeff.
Yeah.
Hey.
Jill says, we need another comedy night. Maximo says, I got into an accident recently in Mass when on tour, and the cop ruled the other driver at fault, and right now I'm fighting with the person's insurance company. They're still refusing to accept my claim, even with the police report in their possession. Yeah. Oh, that was my kid got into an accident last year, and the other driver got the police report changed. It was clearly the other driver's fault. She ran a red light. My kid was turning. She had the arrow. She got smashed into at full speed. Luckily, it was her passenger side. Nobody was in the car with her. She was fine, but, like, yeah. Just bullshit, man. Jill says we need another comedy night. I agree. I think, every time I get an email from Helium, I look to see, hey, anybody I know coming? So.
Yeah, we definitely need another comedy night.
Yeah, that was a fun night. And we could have stuck around. We could have met Adam Conover, but we were like, we had to go. We had to be somewhere, I think, so. Or we just wanted to go home. I don't know. I don't remember which.
I think we got something to eat, but I don't think we did.
Yeah, I don't
remember.
I don't remember. I think we ate at the comedy club because you had a 2-item minimum.
Oh, yeah. We had the little sliders.
Yeah.
And I paid for it because I got a job that week.
Yeah, right.
Like, oh, time to pay up.
I'm like, all right, I guess I can deduct this meal from what you owe me.
Yeah.
I left my friend's house yesterday. I'm in an Uber on my way home, and I'm ordering myself Instacart so that I could get home, put my shit in the fridge, and go to sleep. Because I didn't get much sleep. So but she texts me while I'm in the Uber, and she says, hey, can I borrow $20? I'm like, yeah, I know you're going to pay me back. So yeah, absolutely. You can borrow $20. And then you're like, hey, don't forget, you got to give me $20. And I'm like, as soon as she pays me back, I will pay you that $20. And as soon as she paid me back, I sent you the $20.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
some of these places use cards. They use cash.
Yeah. Oh, we were trying to put some money on your card because the one place wouldn't take cash.
Yeah.
So, but neither of us have like a traditional bank. So we went to we had to go to like 7-Eleven to put money on your card. And then so we did that the one night, and then the next time it was like not giving you the option to put the money on your card. So we had to put it on my card so I could transfer it to your card. Like, all right. Don't matter because it's not going to cost us anything. It's friends and family, going
True.
back and forth, but it's still ridiculous that we have to do it that way. I don't know why it was not showing up in your phone, but anyway.
Yeah, that's weird.
Funny enough, when I was being loaded into the ambulance, my wife got into a shoving match with the girls. She told me she was close to giving a full Mike Tyson left to the face. Cops separated them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't remember the last time I almost got into a fist fight. Probably when I was in my 20s. I've been pretty good about staying out of fights. I'll get into arguments on the internet, apparently, but I won't get into fights. So, how can you live without a checking or savings account? I have both, but I don't have like I don't have like a bank that I can walk into a branch. So you have technically both if you count your PayPal as a checking account.
Yeah.
So mine was today with my boss, but that's the car business for you. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I've never been in a fight.
I try to avoid them if I can. I don't, you know, I've never been in like a real.
I know I lose, so.
I've never been in a real fight. My grandma yesterday, a couple of days ago, I went and visited my grandma, and she says, I told her I said, hey, I saw one of your other grandkids the other day. She says, oh, Steve? I said, yeah. And she was like, oh, I remember Steve used to beat you up all the time when you two were little. I'm like, the fuck are you remembering? I used to beat him up all the time when we were little. And she says, you did? And I said, so now I'm like remembering all this shit from when I was little. My cousin, when we were in elementary school, like hit me from behind. I remember just, I went down to one knee, bounced right back up, turned around and swung. I didn't even know who hit me. And he went home with a bloody lip. So who's beating who up here?
Yeah.
And then we used to like wrestle like, you know, WWE style in the basement, but there was like this really abrasive rug down there. And the reason that we finally got told you guys can't go down there and wrestle anymore is because he had me in like a Boston Crab or sharpshooter or something, and I powered out of it, and his face went right across the fucking rug. So he's bleeding everywhere. Yeah, I mean he's not bleeding everywhere; he's just scraped up a little bit. But yeah, get the tables, says Nick Warren.
I phrase it. I only been in one fight. Yeah, that's with the cat.
Oh, the fucking cat!
The cat won though.
The cat won because you were on
broken foot.
You were on crutches for the next 2 months. Yeah. John and Joe need to be a tag team. What will their team? What would be their team name?
He's my Kevin Owens to my Sami Zayn. Let's
see.
Good tag team.
I don't know, man. I got us both created in 2K24, and I always put us in Falls Count Anywhere matches against each other. Because it is you and me going face to face on the Falls Count Anywhere album cover.
Yeah, but we don't have our tag team partners.
We do not have our tag team partners, but that is
1-on-1 now.
No, I gotta put our versus screen poses in. I
had
game.
More hair back then.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. 100% Sammy and Kevin Owens. First time he said that to me, I'm like, what? Because I'm fat?
No.
We could be John. We could be the new Public Enemy. You have no idea. You know who Public Enemy are, right?
Yes, I know who Public Enemy.
Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge?
Yes, I know.
One of the greatest ECW tag teams ever, but then they sucked ass in the other two companies. Especially WWE.
Yeah, I remember them. Briefly.
There we go. We got ECW chants breaking out in the chat.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Nah, Public Enemy were the shit back in the day, and then they went to WCW. It's like, okay, they're okay. Like, they keep feuding with the fucking Nasty Boys instead of, like, actually going for the tag team titles or anything. But
yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. I was really trying to get John to jump in the ring the other night.
I thought about it.
I'm like, John, you just go in the back, you know, steal somebody's number, just come out.
Don't laugh at me. Like, you see the size I am? Like, they're not like, oh, this could be so easy.
I mean, it could have been. It could have been. I mean, like,
I could have lasted as long as that announcer to just eliminate himself.
You would have just jumped over the top rope just like he did.
Wannabe game.
Yeah.
That kid with the long hair, the skinny one.
Yeah.
I want to knock him. I want to match with him.
John says
he was a prick.
And screw came out of your arm again. Okay. John says I met Mick Foley wearing a Public Enemy jersey. He said that jersey was awesome.
We met.
Nick says that show we're not the only ones who went to ESW. So.
Yeah, that kid with the long hair, that crow dude, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
The hockey match.
He was like number 1 in the match, wasn't he, or number 2?
He was in the first match.
Well, he was in the first match, but he was also like one of the first people in the battle royal.
He was the guy that broke his ankle, popped it out.
Yeah, we saw him being helped around.
He said, "Yeah,
as
I'm
we were
alright.
leaving.
I'm alright."
He's like, I'm okay, guys. Darren Crow. There you go.
Darren Crow.
Yeah.
That I could take it.
That was my first ESW show in years, and it was,
I'd never been to an indie show. That was my first one.
And so but all the old dudes coming out and getting the pops was like, oh shit, Will Calrissian's here, like. Holy shit, it's Johnny Puma, and you're like, who are these people? I was like having to explain to you who these guys are and like their history.
They're like Grandpa, calling him Grandpa or something. Like
yeah, the dude behind us just yelling, Grandpa Puma, like.
That one dude was funny, talking shit to the world champion like that.
Yeah, he says they're a blast, probably the best when Puma came. Yeah, I was stoked to see Puma. I'm like, I haven't seen Puma. Yeah, I remember Mastiff. I was telling John when Will Calrissian came out, I'm like, dude, I saw this dude crack his fucking skull. Like, literally crack his skull on the guardrail. They had to, like, stop the show and send everybody home so that they could get paramedics into the fucking Johnsburg Fire Hall to fucking get him medical attention. And then the whole, like, angle where he came back and he put his boots in the ring and then turned heel again later in the show. Yeah. Nah, those indie shows are a lot of fun, man.
They need to update the ring.
Yeah,
It's falling apart.
We were looking at the turnbuckles taped on with duct tape.
Yeah, and the mat looked like it was caved in. That's how bad it was.
If you could pick a goofy WWF New Generation gimmick, what would you pick for yourself? I'd be Doink the Clown.
I would never talk to you again.
I have interviewed Matt Bourne. Great guy.
He wrestled at WrestleMania 1.
Yeah. The late Matt Bourne. He did the interview. He threatened to hit me with the whoopee cushion, and then he passed away. So.
No. I just had to hit you with a steel chair. I'm sorry.
I used to get the coolest interviews back then. I got interviewed once. My buddy David Fuller runs IHWE, Insane Hardcore Wrestling Excellence or something. It was just some shit. I forget. He changed the name of it to like Iconic Heroes of Wrestling Excellence or something like that at the end. And but he was also running like the Southern Wrestling Hall of Fame and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
So he knew a lot of fucking people, would get me a lot of interviews. But the one time he's like, hey, hey, do you want to do an interview on the show? Because like I had the wrestling podcast at the time. So he's like, hey, do you want to come on the show and do an interview? I'm like, yeah, I'll do an interview with you guys. And then he puts out this list. He's like, so this episode's gonna have Ken Shamrock and Dan Severn and Jeff Jarrett and Mike McGurk and fucking Stan Hansen and like all these other people. And I'm like, am I the piss break interview? like, why am I on this show? Harley Race is on this fucking show, and I'm on this. Why am I on this show?
John could be
Mantar. You remember Mantar?
Oh my God, Mantar.
He had that giant fucking mask that wouldn't fit between the ropes, so you'd have to take it off before he got in the ring.
Yeah. Mantar.
Plus side, you'd have Jim Cornette as a manager.
His career didn't last long, man. Mantar.
No.
Well, a lot of people curves. The stupid gimmicks they came up with.
That was a dark time for pro
remember the
wrestling.
Goon?
Yeah, I remember the Goon.
Hockey?
Yeah.
Kid up.
Chris Jericho has gone on record saying that if he would have signed with WWE at the time, he would have been the Goon.
The Goon.
I don't know how true that is because it's Jericho speaking. I don't believe a word.
His dad was in that night show.
Yeah. Well, it could be true, but it's also Jericho speaking, and I don't believe a word that comes out of his mouth any more than I believe anything that comes out of Hulk Hogan's mouth. So,
Oh yeah.
it is what it is.
You didn't want to cover the learning tree, huh?
But we have definitely probably gotten a lot of people to tune out because we've been talking about wrestling for way too fucking long. Because, I mean, we talk about what's going on in the chat, and that's what's going on in the chat as we start talking about wrestling.
I've been seeing them pretty much almost every day.
Yeah. Well, you haven't seen me in like 2 days because I saw my grandma on Monday, and I went and helped my friend build her bed yesterday, which was ridiculous.
I spent time with my daughter yesterday. So.
Yeah. Her bedroom is probably a little bit smaller than this studio, and she's trying to build a queen size fucking bed frame in there. So, like, if I was not there, she would have been fucked. There's no fucking way she would have been able to put that thing together by herself. And she didn't have a screwdriver. She works in show business. I'm like, how do you work in show business, but you don't own a screwdriver? Or she used to work in show business. I'm like, Karina had all kinds of fucking tools left over from when she worked in show business.
Brian did too.
Yeah. So I'm like, how do you not own a screwdriver? And that's why I texted you, like, hey, you wouldn't happen to be door dashing right now. Could you, I was going to ask if you, yeah, if you were nearby, I was going to be like, could you do me a huge favor? Stop at the Dollar General over on Walden and bring it over to the house that I pointed out to you the other day. And so I can have a screwdriver. And she tightened all those screws with her fucking little crafting scissors. One of them did not go in straight, and she says, I'm going to have, she's like, this is going to give me OCD, so she's trying to fix it. I'm like, it's not going to go in straight. I'm like, please do not be calling me at 3:30 in the morning, like, I can't sleep because this screw's not in straight. It's in the fucking drawer. You're never going to see it anyway. It's not structural. The bed's not going to fall apart because of it. Like, don't worry about it, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah. We built so we had to like move shelves and shit so she could fit this fucking bed in her bedroom. It was ridiculous, but it's a nice fucking bed. It's got like a USB port on each side of the bed so you can charge your phone.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is fucking cool. Padded headboard and padded like at the foot of the bed, so like if you kick the bed, you're kicking padding. I don't have that. If I kick my bed, I got a broken toe. You know.
I don't have a bed. I have a frame, but I don't have like a gate or the end of the bed. So
yeah, we get the bed made. We get the mattress on the bed, and she sits on the bed. She's like, it's so high up because she'd been sleeping on the mattress on the floor, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's what happens when you put a bed frame under your mattress, like. Which I like the bed frames now. You don't have to have a fucking box spring for.
Yeah.
Yeah, like mine didn't need a box spring, hers didn't need one, so it's like good. You just got your mattress, you're good. Like the reason I had to replace the reason that I got my bed frame was because my box spring was broken. So I'm just like sinking into the bed every time I try to go to sleep. So mine though, my bed frame now is all metal. Hers still has wooden slats underneath.
That futon I was sleeping on before was pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, as long as you're comfortable and you can sleep, right?
You know, not to change subject. I was very uncomfortable in those seats at the show.
Oh, those seats sucked. Yeah. I wish I was rich enough to have like a marble bed frame. These wood ones suck ass. I have a metal one. Mine's all metal, and I love it. I do not need a box spring under it. It's perfect. It's high enough. Like. And I paid like less than $100. I looked up the bed frame she got. It was like $180 plus $90 shipping, but she got it on Prime Day, so she probably got something. She probably got a good price on it. Jill says she stole Nick's.
What?
Bed, I guess. Bed frame? I don't know.
Oh.
I thought she ordered a bed frame. Huh?
Oh, she did.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, my friend put the funny enough, after the show last week, right? You called me, and I'm like, because I'm on the phone and I can't really get anything productive done. I saw like this girl whose page I follow. She's like, I'm gonna go on Twitch and I'm gonna be putting together a bed. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch that while I'm on the phone with you. So I'm literally sitting here watching this girl build a bed on fucking stream, on Twitch. And then the next day, I'm out with you. We're doing DoorDash, and I see my friend posted a picture of the instructions from her bed frame, and she's like, "Help, LOL." And I was like, "Yo, if you need help, I'm free tomorrow." And then she was like, "Oh, cool, yeah." And then it was like she didn't end up being free until she's like, "I got appointments the next couple of days, so we're hanging out on Tuesday anyway. Come help me Tuesday." Like, all right, perfect. So I fucking went over there and it took us 4 fucking hours to put this bed together. Instructions not clear at all. She's like, why aren't there written instructions? I'm like, because typically with these things, when you get the written instructions, they're not in proper English. so they don't make sense anyway. So it's just easier to just have the pictures. You don't got to print multiple languages. You don't got to worry about translation errors. But we get to a point where it's like, wait, why do all the pictures here have the picture of the headboard attached to the frame when it hasn't told us yet to attach the headboard to the frame? And then we went back and we realized, like, oh, it does show to attach the headboard to the frame, but it doesn't specifically show the headboard being attached to the frame. It was weird. But we got it figured out. We got the bed installed. We got the bed hooked up. It is good to go. She is... I haven't talked to her today to see how comfortable it was, but she posted, something nice about me helping her, and then her mom commented, like, oh, thanks for helping today. Like, oh, that was nice of her mom to just jump in the and thank me. Like, it's all good. What else is all good is our friend Wasted Reject. You were like, Sam will yeet with me, and I'm like, should I text Sam and see if he'll yeet with me? He won't scissor. But Sam is playing Friday night at Mohawk Place, 47 East Mohawk Street, along with Golden, who are the headliners, with Hyperview, March Lions, Full Circle, and Nurse Joyful, and of course Wasted Reject. That's this Friday, 18 plus ID required, no ID, no entry at Mohawk Place. Doors at 6 p.m. Golden is the musical brainchild of 4 adult men from Charleston, West Virginia. And Sam is opening for them. So that's some place to... Oh, she stole Nick's screwdriver. Okay. That makes more sense. I'm like, didn't she buy a bed frame? Like, okay. But this is Wasted Reject, and this song is called Chrome on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show.
Get my goal, I wanna shine in the spotlight. I just know deep in my soul I belong in the limelight. But ain't that just how life goes? Don't get up your hopes. But ain't that just how life goes? Don't get up your hopes. I wanna feel whole, I think I just need some goals. Something to save my soul, don't tell me I'm too old. Something that's bold, something that can break the mold. Something that's bold, something that could break the mold. To tell the truth, just between me and you. I'm sick and tired of being trapped inside this room. I wanna perform, I just wanna take off soon. And I look forward to my impending doom. Here in the future, everything is made of chrome. Landed metal, hard and soulless and cold. How'd I go from staying late to staying home? After all this time, I still feel alone. Look at me go, moving slow-mo. They say I got no future. Couldn't play shows, but I suppose at least those are the rumors. Speak from the soul, this ain't no joke. I have no sense of humor. Look at me go, playing my shows. I think I found my future. Everything made of chrome, you all repulsed, but that's just how life goes. Upset the choke, I need an antidote to cure all of my woes. I just need the proper dosage of the stage light. Sold out show every night. I need to flourish in the limelight, limelight, flourish in the limelight. Playing all my shows, I think I can change my timeline. I swear I'm starting to feel like a superhero, 'cause I'm just soaring sky high, sky high. Here in the future, everything is made of chrome. Blended metal, hard and soulless and cold. How'd I go from staying late to staying home? After all this time, I still feel alone.
That was waste. Hold on. There it is. That was Wasted Reject on All WNY. I hit the wrong button at first, so it unmuted, and then when I hit the right button, it remuted. So. You acknowledging Sam as your tribal chief? Okay, I got you. Jill stole Nick's screwdriver. That's what that was. Yeah. I got a whole ass set of screwdrivers here. I have all the little screwdrivers that are
clamps.
I got all kinds of shit here, man. I got all kinds of tools. like, if I had the band keys with me, I have screwdrivers on the band keys. I literally could have used...
You used to have pencils too, but I broke those.
They're over here now, so you guys couldn't get to them. They're still over here from when you guys were breaking them. I was telling somebody about this the other day. About you guys coming in the studio and breaking all the damn pencils. I think it was my kid. I think I was telling her. Because she was talking about she just got some really fancy mechanical pencils. And then my mom's like, what's a mechanical pencil?
What is a mechanical pencil?
You don't know what they're pencils that you click.
Oh, those.
Yes, those.
Those break easily.
Yeah, she said she got good ones. I don't know. I never liked them. That's why I got real pencils. But, yeah, I'm with my kid at my grandma's house. And I said to my grandma, I said, are we like the only people who ever come over that have tattoos? And she looks at my kid and she goes, you have a tattoo? My kid's got a very obvious one right here that people seem to overlook. According to her, she says, like, people see her bigger tattoo and then see her smaller tattoo, like, months later. Like, when did you get that? Like, I've had this longer than this one. But she's got a big dragon on her arm that I got for her 18th birthday. And so I'm like, how did you not see her tattoos? Like, one is literally visible under her sleeve here, and the other one is, like, she's not even trying to cover it up. So, yeah. But, yeah, I asked my grandma, I said, are we the only people that ever come over with tattoos? She says, oh, yeah, I think you guys are. I said, you should get a tattoo. It hurts less than 3 broken ribs. And she go, oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we asked, because I don't know if I mentioned on the show at all in the last few weeks, my grandma broke her ribs. The story I got was she fell in the... What I thought I was told was she fell in the shower, but I think my mom might have said she fell in the bathroom. And so I asked, I said, what happened now? You fell in the shower. She said, no, I was looking in the mirror in the bathroom and I turned around and my shoelace was untied and I stepped on my shoelace and it knocked me over and I fell and I hit my ribs on the bathtub. I said, well, damn, now, and like literally a couple of days before that, you and I were walking around 7-Eleven, my shoelace was untied. And I'm like, I ain't worried about it. We're getting back in the car and going straight home after this anyway. And I'm just going to take it off, so why the fuck am I going to bother tying it? Now I'm just like, shit, I wish I would have tied my shoe. I could have stepped on it and broke 3 ribs like my grandma did. Yeah, my grandma's tough, though. She's going to outlive all of us.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm waiting for one of our viewers to go on break and jump in the chat, because I told them to tell me, to remind me to tell a story. Joe was in the shower, bent over to tie his shoe, and fell over. No, that's not what happened.
That's true, Dewey.
That is not what happened. No, my grandma was looking in the mirror, stepped on her shoelace, fell and broke her 3 ribs. When I injured my ribs, it was actually like the anniversary of it was just a few years ago. Like yesterday, I think was the anniversary of like when I bruised my ribs because I was. There was crowd surfers, right? I was at the Real Big Fish show.
Yeah.
And just crowd surfers, and I'm looking to try and not get kicked in the head, but the crowd kind of surges forward. So I go, boom, right into the fucking guardrail. Twice. And I'm just like, okay, I think my ribs are broken. I'm going to move now. And yeah, Dewey showed up and missed the good stuff. So I left the show early because I knew my boss's son had just finished med school, so I'm like, I'm just gonna ask him what to do. So I'm gonna go to work early and just see him. So I went into work, and I'm like, hey Devin, if I went to the hospital for what I think are bruised ribs, what would they do? He says, oh, nothing. They just give you pain meds. Like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna go. Dewey once put a knife through his hand, trying to stab a hole in the top of a beer bottle with a knife to make it spray like a fire hose. It worked out better in his head. I thought I was going to slice my hand yesterday because I'm trying to use my friend's scissors, and she's got these little tiny crafting scissors. So I'm trying to cut the screws because they come on one sheet, right? All the screws and everything. So I'm trying to cut around shit so that shit does not get lost that we need for later steps. So I'm like trying to do this without slicing my fucking finger. Because I'm just like, these scissors are sharp as fuck. But they're only this fucking long.
We don't need another band member.
No, we
Slicing
do
your
we do
fingers.
not need more stitches in this band right now.
No. I don't need to get another call. Like,
John!
don't John me.
Johnny, I need
No.
911 emergency, come get me. I need to go to urgent care. I sliced my hand now too. Nah, I was super fucking careful with those things. I'm like, I'm not cutting myself. Like, and also it is really dumb of me to be trying to do all this shit a week, 3 days before a fucking show. Because I'm sitting here trying to hand tighten everything before I tighten it with the Allen wrench.
The only good thing is Jill just has to sing.
Yes.
No matter if she has scratches or not.
Yes.
She just got to sing.
Yes. I have to play guitar, so
You
I have
better
to be careful.
sitting on the couch, girl. You better be resting, not doing anything. You better sit on the couch, watch TV.
Me think you should tell the story about Joe making a treasure map. I don't know where there's no treasure. No, I
You're not
don't.
telling me?
I don't know where there's any fucking treasure. I don't know what this pirate's talking about.
Find the treasure, I give it to you, and you pay it off.
But if it's my treasure that you found, if I know where the treasure is, chances are it's my treasure, right?
True.
So then you would have to steal the map, and then you would have to go. Jill says she's got to go and she won't break anything.
You better not.
You would have to steal the map and then theoretically go and find the treasure, dig it up, and then it's my treasure that you're giving back to me. So technically, you're just giving me stuff that's already mine anyway, as opposed to paying me back. So that would be a bad idea. I mean, maybe it would be a good idea because then I would have the treasure and I'd be able to pay off some of these, some of the shit I owe. But maybe still go to Metallica next week. But dude, I still got to text him back and tell him I'm not going. I feel bad about it. Oh, it's Pirate Laura Moore's treasure. Yeah, I don't have a map to your treasure. Sorry,
Joe.
Pirate Laura Moore. Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah, no, we do not need any more fucking injuries to this band.
That's
But I was like very carefully using these scissors, like trying not to cut myself because they were very fucking sharp. Which she also said later when she was using it as a screwdriver to screw in the little fucking wheels that go in the drawers of the thing. I'm like, why? Like you don't even. Why are we putting the wheels on all three of these drawers when you're only going to be able to get to two of them? Because your room's so damn small, you gotta have the bed up against the wall. I don't even know how you're gonna pull this other one out. Like, but you needed storage under your bed, so there you go. You got a bed with drawers.
I need more drawers.
Dude, I always need more drawers. I am.
I have too
Constantly,
many shirts,
bro.
but half those shirts I have, I don't even wear. Or I don't know why I keep them around.
Shirts are another thing, because I'm just saying for like all my crafting shit in the other room, it would be nice to have a bigger fucking storage thing for them. The only reason I haven't bought one yet is because, like, how am I getting this thing home? You know? But yeah, definitely need more storage for t-shirts too. Karina was always like, why do you have so many t-shirts? I'm like, because I wear them. And now half of them are in like a storage bin, and then like there's 2 baskets full of clothes. So it's like I'm literally just pulling random shirts out anytime I want to get dressed. Like, what do I want to wear today? Like, nah, not this one. Dig down further, like, oh, okay, maybe this one. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Buy our merch. Speaking of shirts,
yes, buy our merch,
buy our merch.
please.
Talking
Buy our
last week about how you can now give us stars on Facebook, which is the dumbest fucking thing.
Give us stars.
Stars on. You can give us stars on Facebook if you're watching on Facebook. There's a little button right under the thing you can tap to give us stars. Here's what this means. This means they can buy stars with actual money, and then they can give us the stars, and we get 1 cent per star we get.
This is stupid.
I literally, because last week was the first week we had that option available, and I literally said, look, you can give us stars if you want to, but in this economy, I don't think you guys have that kind of money to just be, giving it to a content creator.
Who came up with this shit?
People on Twitch, which we're also on Twitch. If you really want to help us out, go like and follow. Go follow us on Twitch, and subscribe to us on Twitch and watch us on Twitch, and then we get the watch hours and we get the subscriber numbers.
We're on Twitch. We're on Facebook.
Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube.
That's it.
We were on Twitter, but then Twitter was like, well, if you want to do video on Twitter, you have to be verified now. So you got to give us $8 to get your little blue check mark. And I'm like, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Nobody even
bullshit.
watches us over there.
Bullshit.
So no, we're not on Twitter anymore. But
No.
I mean, I
okay.
personally am on Twitter. You can follow me at ThinkSoJoE. But like,
You can tweet. I don't tweet because
I tweet about wrestling usually, or I tweet at companies when I need customer support. Which, if you guys, I told John off the air, but if you guys notice, I'm wearing different headphones this week.
you broke them.
That's because my pair of those, the NT100s, is broken,
This one's kind of cracked too.
and it's one completely broke off, the other side is cracked, and then both on this one are cracked. So I reached out to Road Customer Service on Twitter. I'm like, yo guys, I don't think this is supposed to happen. And I said, like, and all the other ones look to be cracked in the same spot. Mm-hmm. And they said, okay, well, DM us. So they sent me the link to fill out on the website for customer support. And I was like, guys, and it's showing me how to register the headphones. And it's showing me that the serial number is on the box. And I'm like, guys, I don't think I have the box anymore. But this is what happened. And so they send me an email. They say, well, here's where you can find the serial number actually on the headphones, so you can register them. And please send us pictures of the broken part and with the serial number and the headphones actually visible. Like, all right, cool. So I sent them the picture they wanted. I sent them a close-up of the broken piece. I sent them pictures of the cracks in both sets of headphones. And they said, okay, well, you're covered under warranty. We're not going to make you send your headphones back to us, and you'll get a tracking number when we send it out to you. And I got the tracking number this morning. It's coming next Tuesday, and I don't know what they're sending me. Like, they did not tell me what they're sending me. They just said, you don't got to send your other headphones back. Because my original message to them was like, even if you guys just send me this plastic piece, I could fix it myself. But like, I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to break like that. So they're going to send me, they're sending me something. I don't know what. But I should be back to my regular headphones next week. These are the headphones I use when I'm DJing or like if I'm recording elsewhere outside of the studio. Which I was trying to record some drums the other day.
Yeah.
And it did not work very well.
No.
So I'm trying to do it with, dude, what the fuck is up with my internet? Our speed keeps dropping over here. I keep looking down. We've dropped 25,888 frames so far this episode, which is
You lost me.
a lot. Yeah. Anyway. So, but we're still at 50. Technical problems. Technical problems with the show right now, but hopefully you guys are seeing everything okay. If you're having problems, let us know. But, so I went to record some drums the other day because I have the electronic drums.
Yeah.
And the song I'm recording, I know how to play on drums. So I'm like, I want to actually play drums on this track instead of just doing programmed drums. I think it'll sound better. Well, I bring my laptop into the other room and I hook it up with the USB cable, and it turns out that no, you can't record the drums that way. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, shit, okay, what do I do? So I'm like, I got an idea. So I got the cable that would, from the output jack on the drums into the input jack on my laptop. Nothing happens.
Awesome.
Won't record. So I'm like, what do I do now? So I'm like, I got it. I have the Zoom H8 recorder.
Yep.
I'm going to bring the Zoom in there. I'm going to use that as an interface because that's a thing I can do. I'm going to run it out from the output on the drums into the input on the H1, H8 rather, into the laptop, and that's how I'm going to record. And then there was a lag. So I was able to line up the drums with where they should be, but they sounded like shit. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. At some point this week, I'm gonna bring the drums into the studio and actually record them, and I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. So, and it's all because like I could hook those drums up as a MIDI drum kit and use MIDI to record the drums, but I'd have to have like the actual, I'd have to use the same drum kit I'm currently using with program drums, and the snare on that sucks. So I'm like, I really don't want to use that snare sound for this. I want the snare sound that my drums make. So, yeah. It is what it is. I'm trying to record a cover song. I'm just wondering what the fuck is taking up so much of my internet that our shit's slowing down here. Dropping frames and shit. Like, that doesn't usually happen anymore. I'm not downloading anything. I don't know what the fuck's happening. But
Technology.
yeah, technology. Gotta love technology, don't you? But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anybody's having trouble watching the show, please let us know, because
Let us know in the comments.
it looks like we're having trouble broadcasting, but I don't know how bad.
Let us know.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my next goal, is to get those drums in the studio and actually record proper drums. So, you know. And you've heard me play the song before. You saw me play it at Guitar Center. You're like, hey, you can actually keep a beat. Like, yeah, when I'm not playing left-handed drums, I can actually play drums a little bit. I'm not saying I'm a great drummer, but I can sure as hell keep a beat.
Yeah.
I used to say all the time, you give me any instrument, I'll play it. And my kid's mom had a violin. Like, my kid has violins now too, because she played violin at school, so she likes to play violin. So I had a violin at my disposal. And I said, I could play any instrument you put in front of me. She says, here you go. So I put the violin up to my chin. I grab the bow. And I start playing, and it goes. She says, I thought you said you could play. And I said, I didn't say I could play well.
You're doing it wrong.
No, I never said I could play well. I just said I could play it. It made noise.
Yeah.
Technically, I was playing the violin. Even if it didn't sound good, I was playing it. I managed to make it make sound. Is that not your definition of playing an instrument? You made it make sound.
Made it make sound, yeah. If I play drums righty, I don't know how bad it'd be.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I like, if I sit down at your kit, I am fucking lost.
The way I learned.
Yeah. I am fucking lost on your kit. When I sit down in my kit, in my electronic kit, like, my snare's here, my toms are here, my cymbals are here, and I'm good. My feet are on the right, you know, like my right foot's on my kick pedal and my left foot's on my cymbal pedal. I can play on a right-handed kit a little bit. I can't do it left-handed. Like I said, again, not a great fucking drummer. I don't know technique or nothing, but I know how to hold drumsticks.
Possible spam.
Yeah.
I have in the flesh. This happened.
Yeah.
The first time.
Yeah, I know what all these calls are about, and I'm not even fucking sweating it right now. So, yeah, I really don't know why the fuck we're dropping frames on this show today. We never have problems with my fucking internet. I even rebooted the computer before the show. Because I was having problems, like, it wasn't picking up the audio. So I'm like, why the hell am I not getting audio? Let me reboot the computer. I got paid to do some Photoshop the other day.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, you were on the phone. I'm like, dude, I gotta get this shit done. If I don't start it now, it's not getting done. And I had a deadline, and so it was dude wanted me to do pop art of like him and his 4 friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, usually my package is for 4 pictures, but screw it, I'll do the 5th one for free. Like I don't, nobody ever fucking hires me to actually do this, so I'll throw that in for you. I don't care. He was like, oh, if there's an extra cost, let me know. I'm like, I don't care about it. So I did all this pop art. I haven't heard back from the guy yet, which is the tendency with the pop art shit is nobody fucking lets me know if they like it or not. It gets marked as complete 3 days later. Like, no, I would really like to know what you think of these, and if you want me to like make changes or anything, like I'm more than willing to help here if it's not what you want, like if you need them bigger or whatever, like. But yeah, he sent me the pictures, and I'm like, dude, his one friend is cute. She was a ginger. Anyway. Yeah, no, I got to do so I got to do some pop art, and
That's cool.
still have a shit ton of voiceovers to do between now and Saturday, so that's gonna be fun. Haven't started yet.
Shitload of deliveries to make.
Yeah, I'll go out with you tonight if we stop for food first.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I don't know what time I got to be back, but I will let you know when we get off the air. But yeah, I'm go.
not doing it in the midnight.
Yeah, then we're fine because I made sure I'm clear to midnight tonight at least. So I had one guy just message me, why? How long is this gonna take? Like, dude, he's like, I got a deadline I need to make. Like, my deadline's 7 hours from now. I don't need to do this shit right now if I don't want to, but
Yeah.
like you signed up for a 48-hour delivery. Do not be in my inbox like, well, how soon can I get it if it's your first order with me? Because the answer is going to be when you get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to bump you to behind other people if you keep doing it. I will deliver your shit deliberately with 1 second left if I have to. I have been that petty before. But, yeah, I don't know, man. This is bugging the shit out of me. Why the fuck that we're dropping frames all... We've dropped 10% of the fucking frames of this show so far, which is... probably fine, but like, why? Why is my internet so damn slow today?
Blame me, I haven't been on the show in like 2 weeks.
It can't handle so much handsomeness. It can only handle this half of the handsomeness. It can't. Nick says it can't handle the. It can't handle the yeet.
Can't handle the yeet. That's what I'm talking about, Oos. That's what I'm talking about. Yeet.
I wonder if I just need to reboot my fucking router or something. I don't know, but I'm not doing it during the show because that would be dumb.
He's not Oosy enough. You need to feel more Oosy. Yeet.
I need to go hang
Nick knows
out.
about the yeet.
I need to go hang out with the grandson of the plumber with ass cancer or whatever the fuck Nick said in the group chat the other day.
Cody's Oosy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just know I got people fucking messaging me yeet.
Because of me.
I'm getting fucking DMs saying yeet. I'm getting tagged in posts saying yeet.
Yeet.
I went on Instagram and I put a video up of us on our Instagram, and I tagged Jay Uso in the comments like, I think my drummer's broken. How do I fix him?
I'm gonna be coming up. I'm gonna get the sunglasses and the T-shirt. Come on the show. Eat.
I'm like, John, how much did you spend on that ridiculous outfit? $100. How much money do you owe me?
Well, I saw the glasses online for like $30.
I just the Macho Man glasses I have. I got them 7 years ago today, something like that.
Those are pretty sick.
Yeah, I paid $20 for 2 DVDs, a bandana, and the sunglasses.
Remember that Macho Man was throwing Slim Jims in the crowd?
Mm-hmm.
He got in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. You gotta play some music.
Yeah. Music time.
So here's a guy we haven't played. I think like we've played one of his bands on the show before, but I don't think we've ever actually like played him on the show before. And this is Bruce Wojick, who is he was the I suppose he still is the guitar player in Clear. Also in a band, the Brothers of Invention with Jamie Holka. And also Bruce Wojick in The Struggle, which is who we're about to play, because they are playing this Friday night at 8 p.m. at 9th Ward at 341 Delaware Avenue in Buffalo. It is 7 p.m. doors, 8 p.m. show. It is Bruce Wojick and The Struggle live in the 9th Ward. Bruce used to be my guitar dealer.
Yeah.
He worked at Jackson Music in Grand Island, so I used to go in there when I was buying guitars and shit. He'd be the guy working. So this is Bruce Wojick and The Struggle, and this song is called Louder Than Concord on all WNY. Think So Joe Show.
Do you remember? Yeah, I think it was July, maybe September. Like I was in a dream. It was the greatest thing that I ever did see, ever did see. Well, it poured rain all day long. I remember hearing that song. Wish I could go with what I now know. It was my very first time. It was 1976. Well, you look just like Stevie Nicks, walking down the stadium hall. From where I stood, you looked like you were 10 feet tall. It was my very first time. It was my very first time. Well, it poured rain all day long. I remember hearing that song. Wish I could go with what I now know. It was my very first time. You were louder, yeah. You were louder, yeah. You were louder, yeah. Louder than Concord, but not quite as pretty. Well, it poured rain all day long. I remember hearing that song. I wish I could go with what I now know. Yeah, yeah. Well, it poured rain
That was Bruce Wojick and The Struggle. Louder Than Concord was the name of the song. Check out Bruce this Friday night at 9th Ward. That's 341 Delaware Avenue here in Buffalo.
Nice.
Yeah, Bruce, nice guy, man. He used to play at the hotel, my first hotel job. And that's how I got to meet Bruce. And he was playing one night. It was him and Jamie Holka doing the Brothers of Invention thing. That's what was advertised. But then the other members of Clear started coming in one by one. Mm-hmm. And we had a surprise performance from Clear at the bar at the hotel I was working at. And they had a couple of big songs on the radio. So they're like, somebody's like, call the radio station. I'm like, all right, I'm calling the Edge. I'm like, yo, we got a secret show from Clear over at the Inn on the River and at 7001 Buffalo Avenue in Niagara Falls. They're like, yeah, okay, sure, buddy. Click.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, and the dudes from Clear have been like super cool to me over the years. So, and also like Bruce has always been super cool to me. Like I said, he worked at Jackson Music out in Grand Island. So anytime I would go in there, I'd see him.
I just had lessons there with Nick.
Yeah. Nick's the bass, the drummer for who now? What was the band? Pretty Boy Floyd?
Yeah.
Dude, I went on their Wikipedia. It's like current members, Nick Mason. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's living the dream.
And I saw somebody post about them the other day too, and I'm like, yo, I know their drummer.
Yeah. Good brother, man.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I like Nick.
But that's not his only band.
Right. He's a drummer for hire.
He tours a lot.
Yeah.
With other bands, but that's right now that's his main band.
Yeah, he's a drummer for hire, so that's Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch the playback of this show and just make sure it fucking streamed okay enough to just leave up instead of having to
Hopefully we're not like on pause.
No, we're not on pause. We're definitely broadcasting, but we're broadcasting
Very
slower and we're losing frames rapidly, which is ridiculous. Like, we have good internet here.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to fucking call Spectrum and be like, yo, why is my fucking internet cutting out again?
What the shit? Fuck.
Yeah.
Cut the shit.
Yeah, no, we're still on the air. We should be at least getting audio through, I hope.
You gotta watch your mouth. Your mouth can be
Oh,
watching.
that's right. My mom told me I'm not allowed to swear on the show anymore. I saw my mom on Monday, and my mom says, yeah, I tune into that show every now and then, but then as soon as you start saying that F word, I have to tune out. I can't stand hearing you say that F word.
Shame on you.
So, yeah, I told my mom, I'm like, but Mom, it's a drinking game now. Every time I say the F word, somebody's got to drink.
Well, actually, you're just gonna go. I'm gonna keep saying eat, but then I won't be able to say it because you'll bleep it out every time I say it.
Oh, I can do that. I totally can do that.
I just gave you the idea.
Oh, you totally did. Let me see. I gotta find. Oh no, it's right here. Yeah. So. Yeah. The funny thing is, he's not actually saying it.
Yeah.
Like I can still hear you outside of the headphones a little bit.
Yeet.
I didn't have my hand on the button. I gotta put it on the roadcaster. I gotta put it on the middle button of the roadcaster now, so, of the pedal on the floor. So
there.
so whenever you say it, I can just kick the foot pedal and just bleep you. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my internet. That's bugging me. But anyway, we only got 20 minutes to get through. We're good. We'll be all right. We'll get through this. And the worst case scenario is if I gotta replace the YouTube video, I can replace the YouTube video. So hopefully it doesn't come down to that. I've had to do it before. It's not as bad as it was like before, because like I had an episode where just I had plenty of episodes where just the internet was shit the whole time and like it would just cut out and we'd have to like go off the air, come back on the air, and then there'd be a part 2, and then I'd have to put it all up on in post-production. Like
You've been doing this show by yourself the last 2 shows.
Last 2 shows by myself. It goes a lot faster when you're here. But yeah, you were understandably unavailable. Like, and it was like, all right, I'll get through this first one by myself. And then when I got through the first one by myself, I'm like, I can do this. I got this.
Yeah, we're like an hour before the show started. I got news.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
horrible.
I'm like, yeah, dude, no worries, man. I got this. I'm on it. I got this. There's a couple of Wednesdays coming up where we're talking about taking off, like, in a row.
Oh, really?
There's the Interrupters, which is the Wednesday before Music is Art, and then I think, like, Bad Religion is the week after.
Music is Art is on a Thursday?
No, Music is Art is on a Saturday,
Okay.
but the Interrupters are on the Wednesday before that Saturday.
Oh,
Music is Art, Saturday, September 21st. Terminal B at the Outer Harbor. Waiting to find out who's going to be on it. The last couple of years, we've gotten it around this time.
I'm sure
So,
we got it.
Yeah. By the way, the last Warped Tour in Buffalo was, I think, what was it, 6 years ago tomorrow, I think?
Was it? Wow, it's been that long?
Yeah, dude, it's been forever. It was pre-pandemic. Let me see. 2018, 6 years ago.
I miss it.
And I know this because it's all in my chat of, man, tomorrow has the potential to be insane. Thanks to Kaiser Solzy and Dewey Richbar for helping Ryan, Karina, and myself be able to bring a little bit of all WNY to Van's Warped Tour. We got to broadcast live from the local stage, which was great.
6 years ago, I had more hair.
Yeah. I don't know, man. 6 years ago, I still looked like this. Yeah. Steph was supposed to jump in the chat. And I told her, remind me to tell you this story when you jump in the chat about Taylor Swift.
Tay-Tay?
About Taylor Swift. And she said she'd be in around 7 o'clock, but she has not been on. So I'm going to tell the story anyway.
Okay.
And I'll just tell her independently later. But today is the anniversary of the release of Taylor Swift's album Folklore.
Yeah.
Hence the thumbnail for today.
Okay.
It is inspired heavily by that album cover. Because I'm like rushing to get the show ready because I'm arguing with this fucking dipshit all day. And so I'm like, all right, I got better things to do than sit here and argue with this dude. So I got to start working on getting the podcast ready. And so I pull up, like, you know, July 24th in music history. And it says, July 24th, 2020, Taylor Swift releases Folklore. I'm like, can I make that into a fucking thumbnail for the show this week? Because I'm sure people will get it. And at least Steph would get it. So I made the Taylor Swift inspired thumbnail. I posted on my page like, oh, you know, some of you will completely understand why this is the thumbnail today. And Steph, of course, comments, yeah, I knew exactly what that was. But so I'm at Revolver a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got some new releases in the back, which is, you know, not typical. So I'm back there and I'm flipping through these new releases and we get to some Taylor Swift records. And these Taylor Swift records are kind of stuck together. And so I'm joking with the dude that works at Revolver because we're there all the fucking time. You met the dude the one time we were there. I'm joking with the dude working at Revolver. I'm like, hey, I got a question for you. He says, yeah. I says, you want to confess why the Taylor Swift records in the back are all sticky? And he goes, oh, no, that's not why. That's not why. I said, no, I get it. It was like where the hype stickers would be. He says, no, it's not the hype stickers. We bought out the records from a record store that went under in Niagara Falls. And we removed all their price tags, so it's the residue left over from the price tags. That's why the records are sticking together. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird that it's only the Taylor Swift records doing that.
Yeah.
Jokingly, of course. You know what I mean? Like, you know. And then we just had a whole ass conversation about all the different variants of Taylor Swift records or whatever. But, you know.
I'm telling you, she's got some really good, like, dark songs.
Yeah, no, I do.
Maybe really cool metal songs.
I like me some Taylor Swift, man. I was with my friend at the record store yesterday, and she's like, oh yeah, they got a couple of Taylor Swift records in there, but they're like $50. I'm like, yeah, and I told her like, the one time I was at the record store and I found Red, the Taylor Swift album, for $35.
Yeah.
But then I also read Taylor's version for $55. And I'm like, you know, I am going to be murdered if I buy the fucking regular version just to save $20. But also I don't want to spend the $55. So I didn't end up getting either copy because I didn't want to spend $55, but I also didn't want to piss off the Swifties. Because you can't buy those original versions of the Taylor Swift records because they're not Taylor's version and Taylor's not making money off of them.
No.
So you got to buy the Taylor's version because she re-recorded them, so she makes the money off of them. So I'm like, but I can't justify paying $55 for a record I'm not going to listen to that much. Like, I like Taylor Swift and I like some of the songs on Red, but I am just like, I don't like them enough to pay $55 for it.
The ticket prices for her shows are insane.
Oh, dude. Like the Ticketmaster Live Nation, like that whole conglomerate is like on the government is looking into breaking it up because of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And the prices for the Taylor Swift concerts. Because one of the fucking senators or somebody, or house members, somebody, like very high up in government, couldn't get tickets to a Taylor Swift show for their grandkid because of Ticketmaster's fucking policies. So now there's this whole push to dissolve the corporation between Live Nation and Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
Because it's just ridiculous how much control they have over the entire music industry.
It's insane.
And it's like, dude, as much as I don't like Pearl Jam, they fucking warned us about this in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking, but even that, like, Pearl Jam was like, we're not going to play any venues that make us use Ticketmaster. And we don't want to charge any more than this amount of money for a ticket. But the problem was they had to cancel the rest of the tour because all the fucking dates on the rest of the tour were Ticketmaster venues. There's Steph.
Hi, Steph.
All right, I guess I will retell that story now.
Go right ahead.
So I told Steph to text me to let me know when she gets on the show, and I would and to remind me to tell a story about Taylor Swift and the record store. So I literally just told this story because I didn't think you were. I'm like, she's not coming. I'm gonna tell the story anyway, and I'll just tell you later. But I went to Revolver on Elmwood. And in the back, they've got a bunch of new releases, like new records, which is weird because usually the new records are down on the lower level. So I'm flipping through the records, and it's weird because there's a couple of Taylor Swift records kind of stuck together a little bit. And of course I joke with the dude working. And I know it's from sticker residue. Like, it is in the perfect spot to be from some kind of sticker residue. So I'm like, so, you care to explain why the Taylor Swift records in the back are kind of stuck together? And he goes, oh, dude, it's not that. Like, I know. I'm like, it's right where a fucking hype sticker would be. He says, well, it's not hype stickers. And he says, we bought a bunch of records from a record store that went out of business in Niagara Falls. And that was where the stickers were for the price tags. Mm-hmm. So we didn't get all the residue off. That's why a couple of them were stuck together. Like, it's kind of weird, though, that it was just the Taylor Swift records.
That was funny.
Yeah, but I thought it was hilarious. So, like, I'm like, the Taylor Swift record. And then we got into talking about, like, why they put the stickers on the actual record jackets now instead of the outer sleeves for the used records.
Yeah.
And it's because people were trying to fucking rip them off by swapping sleeves.
Oh,
so they're trying to buy like a $130 record and a $30 sleeve. So they're like, oh, no, it's only $30, it says right here. So they're like, yeah, we got to start putting these like actually on the records, which sucks as a collector. She'd stick her stuff there too. Yeah. Anyway. It sucks as a collector because then I got to peel those things off and then there's like residue on my fucking album covers. But it is what it is. I don't want the record store to get ripped off. I completely understand why they do it. And now if you go into Revolver on Elmwood, the bins at the front are all chained together. Because somebody legit walked in, grabbed a bin, and walked out the door. They never
How? Sorry.
They're right at the door. You walk in the door, you grab
I
the
know,
bin, you
but-
turn around and walk out.
Did they have better security though?
They had it. They caught the dude on camera, and then Black Dots caught the dude's partner trying to sell the same records to Black Dots. But nothing ever came of it. They never fucking arrested anybody or anything. But yeah, that legit happened. Like somebody grabbed a bin and walked out the fucking like it's one of these milk crates. He grabbed the milk crate, walked out the fucking door.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I almost went to fucking Revolver that day. Oh, believe me, Steph, you were... I saw the person who was trying to sell the records back, and you... she got nothing on you. Anyway. Yeah, no, but yeah, now they got all the... they got all the bins right at the front all chained together, so you can't just grab one and go. If you grab one, you're grabbing all three, and they're gonna fall on you. So yeah, it was. But yeah, I was literally gonna go to Revolver that day. I went to the mall instead.
So they put chains on it this time.
What?
So they put chains.
So they got they're like
Chained
attached. The milk crates are all attached to each other now,
Okay.
right at the front of the store. So you literally cannot just grab one and walk out the door like that guy did. But yeah, it's ridiculous, man. But yeah, got my Revolver trip out of the way early this week because we're busy Friday. And I texted my buddy. I'm like, hey, I'm at the bookstore, and he goes, hey, that reminds me. Do you want to hang out on Friday? I'm like, I can't. I got shit to do. Sorry, man.
Yep, we are growing up as a band.
Yep.
Bigger and better things.
Yep. Fun part is going to be figuring out where the fuck to put that trailer for Tudor Lounge, though.
No, we have rights to park in front of the building, I think. We
No,
gotta
because
show it.
you're literally in the middle of the road if you're parked in front of the building.
Oh, we're gonna have to park in front of the building and unload.
To unload, yeah, sure, but then you're gonna have to park it in the parking lot or something. But yeah, you can't just park because like that is literally the street as soon as you
Mohawk
step.
we can.
Yeah, Mohawk you can, but like Tudor, literally as soon as you step off the curb, you are in the lane the cars are driving in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now we gotta make a Walmart trip too.
I'm sure I got blankets. I don't know why I said no about that.
Major props for using inspiration from Taylor today. Very well done. I spent the whole day arguing with some dipshit about some stupid shit and trying to work in between that. And so I was like, I got to come up with a thumbnail and bands to play. And I am running so far behind. And I pulled up, July 21st or 24th in music history. And it says, on this day in 2020, Taylor Swift released Folklore. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's the thumbnail for today. Folklore-inspired thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still have an unopened copy of the Long Pond Sessions version of Folklore, which is now currently going for, I think, like $350. So
Nice.
I have not opened it yet because I'm like, do I want to keep it or do I want to flip it? And it's been like 2 years and I haven't done either. So let me see, Discogs. Tell you how much that's worth. How do we do this? Sort by. Value. There we go. Median, low to high. Oh no, wrong way. Other way. Want to go the other way. Value, median, high to low. That is right now. It is my eighth most valuable record in my collection. Median value is $100. There's 101 of them for sale for starting at $99. What the fuck happened? Did they repress this or something? I didn't know about it. Fun fact, she dropped that album unannounced. It was like, hey, by the way, here's a new album. Magic. Metallica kind of pulled that shit with 72 Seasons. Like, they gave us a little bit of a heads up, but it was just like, no, like, announcement that they were working on anything. Just all of a sudden, like, everything's yellow. And they're like, here's our tour dates. Here's our album release date. Here's our first single. Like, oh, shit. Like,
That's what's up.
Like, yeah, let's go. I'm down. That was like us. We released our single without telling anybody. We were just like, all right, let's upload a single. I was like, when do we want to release it? Everybody's like, now. Like, okay, well, it's going to take like 5 days for it to go up on Spotify, but everywhere else will get it like almost immediately. But then Spotify had it the next day, which was great. So,
That's good.
yeah. Surprise
I'm
releases.
so excited about the new, that we got a trailer.
Yeah, we're going to have a trailer now. We're going to be able to move
So
our
excited
gear around.
you guys get to relax in the seats, not be crowded.
If you want to see us unloading a trailer, you can come out to Tudor Lounge this Saturday night
Yes.
at 8 p.m. doors, $10. There we go. I made this event page, so I know it's good. Doors open at 8 p.m., $10 at the door, 21 plus with ID, only at the Tudor Lounge, 335 Franklin Street in Buffalo. It is High Water. It is us, the Living Brain Dead, and our dear friends in Tokyo Monsters. I'm super excited to play with High Water and meet the dude from High Water because I'm pretty sure his granddad is like super famous and played on like half the fucking records in this collection. So,
Holla.
and John's gonna holla and he's gonna yeet and anyway. But this is Tokyo Monsters, who are closing the show on Saturday night, and I'm super stoked to be playing with them too because their singer is always wearing our T-shirt every time I see him. Like, hey, you're wearing our shirt again. Cool. You should buy one of the new ones. Anyway, but this is Tokyo Monsters. This song is called Bad News. John, hit him with it.
It's been a while since I did this.
Yes, it
Don't
was.
forget to like, share, subscribe. Yeet.
Oh, boy. All right, we will see you guys next week. Tokyo Monsters, all WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show.